We at Asian Paint strive for supreme quality operations using principle of sustainable development. We are committed to protect the environment by leveraging the 3R, becoming water neutral by pursuing strategies of rainwater harvesting, water conservation, and water recharge, reducing energy intensity and carbon intensity, and increase contribution of energy from renewable sources. PU tube rupture in ETF and RTF area causing air leakages was always a pain area. Exposure to external weather was an uncontrollable factor, and arresting leakages during night was a safety concern too, as these areas are quite inaccessible. Team has came up with an idea of replacing PU tube with SS tube in ETF, RTF, EB and RB areas and successfully completed this replacement within a short span of 2 months. Leakage through low pumps of emulsion block has always been a cause of concern among us. After due analysis, damage to seal due to running at high constant speed at the end of batch causing dry run was identified as the root cause. To rectify this, we have successfully taken all 6 low pump motors on VFD and EB. It has been controlled through DCS. Now we are getting fine speed control to run each individual pump. This has resulted in reduced line vibration. Flow rate has increased from 250 to 300 kg per minute to 450 to 500 kg per minute. With respect to AOTD pump, due to which cycle time got reduced to about 1 hour per filtration, total saving of around 16 kWh per filtration has been achieved so far. Pumping sound of AODT pump always turns ear toward it, and everyone in the plant see it as monster eating out our valuable air. Same was the case in barrel go down, but after due investigation and analysis, it was found out that we are feeding this monster more than its capacity. In BG3, we found out that only 4 bar of pressure is enough to run the installed AODTs, which are presently being run on direct compressed air line. Team has installed AFR on the main header and regulated inlet supply to AODT to 4 bar. Directly a saving of 1 bar came and resulted in saving of our valuable compressed air. Silo area was identified as next opportunity as a battlefield to win the race against SPC. As a step forward, our energy cell took a target of monitoring and improving SPC of silo area. Powder conveying rate improvement was our first and the biggest step to achieve these milestones. Various initiatives like clearance timer reduction for transfer blower of WPB and SPB, driver pulley replacement for transfer blower of FIBC, and reduction of unnecessary time delays were done. Parameters were set as per powder properties, resulting in improved conveying rate from WH to CH. Filter bank media replacements such as Tetratex bags for rutile silos and charge hoppers and auto mode functioning for pressure control valves for superflow were done. All this resulted in improved conveying rate, and SPC today stands at 7.5, which was earlier 9. Powder addition, another power eating process. Powder addition is one of the biggest contributor to the TSD cycle time, which results in power consumption. Earlier, the process was taking one type of powder to weigh hopper, then to charge hopper, and then to TSD. As a cycle time reduction initiative, team has decided to club the powders coming from weigh hopper to charge hopper. We have listed the compatible powders and clubbed in one weigh hopper by using actual capacity of hoppers, and then convey to charge hoppers, which resulted in reduced number of transfer sequences from weigh hopper to charge hopper. This has finally resulted in cycle time reduction of TSD, which has a direct impact on SPC reduction. Track is the need of the hour. Various forms of joint knowledge sharing and data tracking came up as a part of track, like SBTs and MDTs. Taking SPC as a KPI helped our team to keep track of SPC on daily basis. This triggers a wave of motivation among team to perform their level best and keep the SPC as low as possible, to think out of the box to reduce it, and to find out the reason of energy wastage through root cause analysis. TSD, the biggest power consuming giant, has always been a highlight spot for us. Various cycle time reduction projects are taken from time to time to reduce SPC. As a part of this initiative, thickener addition was identified as the largest contributing factor of around 50% of total power consumption of TSD. Previously, the sequence was of adding water initially, and then powder addition, thickener addition, and lastly, grinding. In this sequence, whole 100% of thickener was added in TSD only, and as jelly was formed during this phase, it causes load on cowl and thus consumes more power. After analysis and discussion with the technical function, idea of part jelly formation came up. In this, initially only 30% of thickener was added in the batch and rest 70% jelly is being prepared in separate TST. This has finally resulted in 20 to 25% of power saving for TST. As we know, the most power consuming equipment in the utility is compressor. We were challenged to reduce the power consumption through the innovative way. So, we have taken different trials with number of vendors. We measured and monitored the power consumption trends. The product finalized through these trials was IFC, Intelligent Flow Controller. We installed the IFC at compressor outlet and observed 6% of saving in compressor units per day. This is 3% more saving than the proposed saving at the start of trials. If everyone is moving forward together, then success takes care of itself. We are proud to have an energy cell comprising of representative of all different streams working together as guardians of energy. Our guardians team up once in a week to gear up towards identifying cause of energy consumption, gathering new ideas towards saving SPC. They read out energy reports through EMS, identify potential areas of improvement, and direct the effort of whole plant towards one single goal, and that is SPC reduction. SPC reduction is not a one-day result. It is an ongoing commitment. Every target marks a new beginning. We don't have dreams. We have goals. And now it's on the next one.